I was born in Cuba. I came to the United States when I was 4, and ever since then I've lived in Miami. So that was really like all that I knew was being from Miami and being Cuban in Miami.
So at 18, I joined the military right out of high school, and both my parents were in the military, my grandfather was in the military, so it was kind of like a family thing. Wanted to pursue that, and at 18, I was over in Afghanistan.
I always had this dream of studying in the US, or more like studying abroad. And there were certain limitations of studying abroad, mostly financial ones.
Got back from Afghanistan and went through the rest of my contract and realized at the end of it that I really wanted to pursue education. And I didn't feel like it was right for me right out of high school. But once I got to the end of those 4 years, I realized how important it was to me to definitely do the things that I wanted to do later on in life.
When I first decided that I was going to community college, a lot of my friends, I was like top of my class, were like, why are you doing that? Like, why are you trying to go to community college? You can go somewhere else. But for me, it was a blank slate. And it was really like such an amazing opportunity to kind of just get into like the academic arena and just kind of see what's out there. Being at Princeton, I've kind of seen like all these other opportunities that are out there. And I was able to like, kind of decide that like, I didn't have to like have a certain major to go to law school, that I could really just major in something different and something that really excites me and like classes that I really care about. And the day-by-day things that I can do to get to where I want to be doesn't necessarily have to be so focused in on graduate school, which has made my life a lot more fun and a lot just more exciting.
After I finished high school in Brazil, my mother and I immigrated to the USA, right? But my process of immigration here wasn't completely finalized, and unfortunately I was considered an out-of-state student for a lot of the public universities. My stepfather had recommended that I, just give thought to the local community college. As I was finishing up my time at Palm Beach State College, those dreams resurfaced. I researched more about the process of applying to colleges here, and soon enough I would learn that there were colleges here that were very financially generous, right? That had these policies where they would meet full financial need.
Addie, smile.
I jumped around a lot in my associate's degree, so I didn't really know what I wanted to do. As I got closer to the end of my associate's degree, I realized that I really wasn't done with college and actually got connected with this program called Service to School. I kind of worked with them in figuring out where would be the best place for me. I decided that I was really interested in computers, and I knew I wanted to do some type of engineering, and looking at the different programs and opportunities that there are to major in, Coast really just stuck out to me as something that I would love to do. It definitely was a challenge being a dad, a student, a husband, but I definitely feel after my first year that I've really plugged into the Princeton community. I have a lot of friends that I've made, both first years all the way to people that have graduated that we've had real close connections to, and we still talk over the summer and really kind of keep up on what each other are doing.
I was optimistic that we would be accepted into the community without any issues, but there was always that hesitance, I guess, in my mind that being older, non-traditional students, we would be looked at differently. Everything was just normal. We were really accepted into the greater community here, into the conversation. It still surprises me to this day how brilliant the people are here. I realize that everyone is driven towards something. It's always inspiring to meet people who share, similar ambitions or share that similar drive. I've seen that across the university here, and that's actually one of my favorite parts about being here.
Seeing this community grow, it's such like an amazing opportunity for me to be a part of it and to just see that there are like more students coming on this campus and like bringing all their diversity and bringing like all their experiences. We're all like from very non-traditional backgrounds, and I think it's really cool that there's an institution like Princeton that values that and seeks that.